Now for that aforementioned stringy goodness. We're going to use a combinator, mixer 6-2. Oh, let's name it as well. Stringy goodness. Yeah, I missed out the D. What are you going to do about it? We're going to have some maelstrom in here, some serious maelstromage, since maelstrom has a really nice wavetable for a gorgeous resonant overtone. For the first maelstrom instance, let's make two, if we initialize it, two sawtooth times 16 waves, and detune them ever so slightly with the scent knob. I'll just add in some notes now. Okay, so those notes are in. Let's take a listen to what the maelstrom is sounding like so far. Nice and cheesy, but not at all pad-like. So let's bring up the attack and release to around 80 each, something like that, for both. And we're going to run both of them through here to filter B on bandpass mode, bringing the frequency down to about a quarter. Now if we take a listen to that, that's quite nice, but I think that if we open up the envelope here in the filter, we can really brighten it. It's like a nice little slider reunion, bring them all to the top. Now, this means it takes a while for the filter to kick in, resulting in a swooshy kind of sound. Now, we're going to make a duplicate of this instance of maelstrom. So right-click, duplicate devices and tracks. And this time we're going to really widen the sound with some resonant noise. So we need a wavetable that has that kind of tone. What have we got here? Ah, FX resonant noise. That's horrendously convenient. Run one of them into filter B like we've got already, but the other one into filter A, so straight through the shaper. Make sure they're both on bandpass. And then if we take a listen and turn the spread to full, you know, it might help if I actually plug it into the mixer. So let's do that. Oh, main output. And I'll solo it out so you can hear it. Now let's do that spread thingamy. Hear how it pans the different filters to either side of the stereo spectrum? However, this frequency is much too high, so if we bring that down, it's not exactly the same, and that gives a bit more width to the sound, but it's close enough so it feels like the same sound and it's not just panned left. Now, let's tie it all together. We're going to run this mixer into a stereo imager. Hit tab to look at the back. Let's take it out of the aux. And you can do this with shift, but my computer for some reason has decided not to be cooperative in that respect. That is, right click, create, hold shift when you create the item and click. And we're going to solo the high band, just to remove anything below the crossover frequency of 787 Hz. That is the magic number. If it's 788, it just won't work at all. And then we're going to run it into, right click, create RV7000 Advanced Reverb. All linked up nicely. And then we're going to initialize it and make our own awesome reverb. We open it up here at the remote programmer, leave the algorithm on Hall. Size we're going to take up to about 40 meters, just so it's nice and big. Leave diffusion on 127 so it's smooth. Yeah. Then bring up the decay and EQ just slightly, high EQ, just so it's bigger and brighter respectively. And if we take a listen, while we drag this dry wet down to about 3/4, it'll result in a nice reverby wash to the sound that brings the whole patch together. Sweet. One more to go. This time a prog housey punchy synth. Check it out in part 3.